Mom!
Family is everything to State Representative Janet Cruz.
My proudest achievement in life is watching my son and my daughter become amazing, amazing men and women who give back to this community.
A dedicated mother, a successful business owner, and one of Tampa's shining leaders.
My mom is one of the most real representatives you will ever meet. We call her just Janet from the block, you know, like Janet from the block, because she's really down to earth and she really connects with the people that she represents.
It's been unreal, you know. It's been one of the coolest experiences of my life is watching my mother go through this process and seeing how all this works. It's just unreal. It's been great.
Most of us know her as State Representative Janet Cruz, a fourth-generation Hispanic Tampanian proudly representing Hillsborough County's 62nd District.
I know whose shoulders I stand on when I go to Tallahassee, and I never forget that when I cast my vote.
Over the years, State Representative Cruz made a reputation for herself as a champion of education. Also a game changer, Representative Cruz worked hard to create opportunities for the and underemployed in our community, including a yearly job fair that continues to help constituents in her district find work. Representative Cruz's efforts to push both equal rights and early voting have also made her a true representative of the people.
You know, when the onus is on the Latino community, on the African American community to prove that you are a voter, when you are a voter, is ridiculous.
But to understand the greatness of Cruz's success, you have to go back to her roots. Born in Ybor City and raised in West Tampa, Cruz tells us her beginnings were very humble.
You know, for a long time I didn't talk about how we struggled and how I watched my mom go to work every day with a hard hat and steel-toed shoes, how she worked an extra 2 hours so she could make ends meet. She never complained, and she had a tremendous work ethic.
Defining moments would begin early for Cruz. When she was in high school, she became a mother for the first time.
I realized that now I had this responsibility.
Yes, it was a challenging situation, but it would also fuel her passion. It was her young family that became a driving force. Cruz knew she needed more. Hillsborough Community College was her answer.
I went to HCC and I looked at the programs, the 2-year programs, and I went right down the line to see which program paid the most when you graduated. And that program at the time was Opticianry Dispensing Technology.
While at HCC, Cruz says it was her instructor's dedication that helped push her forward.
And I had these teachers that were so encouraging, like Betty Crapson would write in red pen across the top of my page, "Janet, you are truly gifted as a writer. You're such a great writer." And, you know, it was just exciting. It was such a hard time. Like I said, I was trying to raise a little one and work full-time and go to school full-time. So to get that kind of encouragement just, you know, kept me going.
And it was still tough.
I was a kid that came out of high school, but I had, you know, basic algebra. And I found myself conquering geometric optics and learning about things like rectilinear propagation. And I use that word all the time because it sounds pretty fancy now, but I never forgot it.
Cruz graduated with her AS from HCC's Opticianry Dispensing Technology program and began working at a Pearl Vision Center. She would later end up owning one of her own.
And the rest from that day on was history. I became a business owner. I learned about profit and loss statements. I learned about making payroll. I learned about paying others when I didn't pay myself.
Today, State Representative Janet Cruz continues to be a respected leader in the community. Tampa Mayor Bob Buckhorn has a lot to say about his old pal.
It is one of the friendships that I treasure as much as any that I have. We go back to 1991 when she walked into a campaign office of a campaign that I was running and volunteered to help. And we have been friends and compatriots and colleagues ever since then.
Even her high school teacher, Sylvia Albritton, still glows when she talks about her former student.
And Janet Gonzalez, I always think of her as Gonzalez, a high school student, but Janet Gonzalez Cruz. She has done very, very well. And I am very, very proud that she is making an impact on the community.
Cruz says HCC changed her life for the better. And any chance she gets, she spreads the word.
And I tell them, just take it a class at a time. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on education. It will change your life.
It's because of her inspiration, dedication, and lasting ties to HCC and the community that we honor State Representative Janet Cruz, Hillsborough Community College's 2015 Distinguished Alumna of the Year.